Hey, it's day 2 and you are here. I'm glad you're back. Hope that you had some interesting thoughts after yesterday and have written them down and are not weighing yourself. And we are about to jump into day 2 of this 5-day event. I'm really pretty excited about what I'm going to say today because it was a major accomplishment for me. Okay, so I'm going to start off with describing a little bit of the things that I have done in my life. Okay, when I was a kid, I grew up on a farm. I had an older sister and a younger brother. We would play outside. We would ride our bikes. There was a creek we could go swimming in. There was a hay mow up in the barn that we would make hay forts and tunnels so that we used the hay bales to build these tunnels, and then a room kind of that you got to. I played softball when I was in high school. Was never really that fantastic, but I had a lot of fun. I was in marching band, thoroughly loved that, had a lot of fun with that, and I think I was better at that than softball. We had animals that we cared for, and I was in 4-H, so I showed some different animals in the ring and was competitive that way. In college, I got to travel. And one of the things that I got to do while I was traveling was to actually climb Mount Sinai. That was really fun. We climbed in order to see a sunrise up there. And that was a really neat experience. I was part of a gospel team that went to Georgia over spring break one year, and we spread the gospel there at a church that was, at the time, it was a building that was shared by a white congregation and an African American congregation. And the first time they ever met in the building together was to hear our program. And so that was really exciting to be a part of that. And they were talking about maybe doing more of that. So that was really exciting. I was also a camping, recreation, and youth ministries minor. So I got to do canoeing and recreational games and hiking and all those sorts of things, which were really fun. And then after college, I got married, like right after college. I graduated in April, I believe, and got married in July the same year. And some of the things that Paul and I enjoy doing together were hiking and cooking and talking and listening to each other. We enjoyed traveling. We had 4 kids, so that was obviously a lot of work, a lot of physical play, and driving them around activities and all of that. When we built our house, he and I painted it. We did the painting together, so we didn't hire that out. We have a yard that I love to mow in the summer. Gets me outside. I love that smell. And as I was listing all of these things, one of the things that I was hoping you were picking up on is they were things that took some level of activity or interaction with our body. My body. So I've come to realize that I've got a good body. And that was the thing, like for me to be able to say that today took a lot of work, because for years and years and years I did not think I had a good body. I was very despairing about my body, discouraged. I thought it wasn't good. I thought it was too big. I thought all kinds of things I didn't like about my body, and I thought my body wasn't good. And I've come to realize that I've got an amazing body. It has allowed me to do so many amazing things. As I was listing those things, those are things that, all of our senses, all the muscles we use, all of our circulatory system, all of that has to work together for us to be able to experience all of those things. And that's pretty amazing. And as I think back, and I think, what if I had been a smaller size? Would I have enjoyed those things anymore? I don't think I would have. I really don't. I think I had a lot of enjoyment in those things. There are certainly times where I felt the pressure from society, and that would have been gone. I would have been able to, but if that wasn't there either, like if there was no pressure from society and my body was the same size, there would have been no more enjoyment in those activities than what I was able to experience. I hope that makes sense what I'm trying to say there. So I'm wondering if you've ever had an experience where you've allowed an arbitrary number on the scale to steal joy from your life. It did for me sometimes. And that's going to end today. It ended for me a little while ago, and it's going to end for you today if you choose to do so. So your journal prompt for today is to list things that you have enjoyed or you've accomplished because of your amazing body. We'll make a list similar to what I had here of things that you have done, things, places you've gone maybe, people you've hugged because you've got arms, and just make a list like that of amazing things that your body has allowed you to do. Your tip for today is to find Intuitive Eating for Christian Women wherever you could listen to podcasts. I listen on Spotify, I believe. There's a couple different places, Apple, iTunes, I guess you can get it, or maybe they have just their own podcast, Apple Podcast, I don't know. But I think you can just listen online as well. So you can just go online and Google Intuitive Eating for Christian Women. Go to episode 1, scroll all the way down to the bottom, and start listening as they share about how the Bible teaches us to understand and respect and appreciate our bodies. And I hope that you will see too that you have a good body. Have a great day. Thanks for being here, and I will see you tomorrow.